YouTube, how is everybody? It's the last day of 2023 and I'm on my way home from Somerset. Today I'm on Pinky. I took Pinky up to Somerset to spend some more time with my family. My brother wanted to ride to Cheddar Gorge, so we did that the other day. And I picked Pinky over the Suzuki that I've currently got because Pinky has the Kai's plug and slightly better aerodynamics, so I'm currently plugged in. I've got my heated gloves on, I've got my heated jacket on, I've even got my Zero Fit Heat Rub Ultimate base layer on underneath all of that. I am so comfortable right now, it's amazing. I'm gonna go do 100 miles, it's gonna be lovely. We've actually got tornado warnings at the moment, which is ridiculous. Like, it's very windy, not right this second, so maybe it blew itself out, I don't know. But we had tornado warnings anyway, which is hilarious for England. I've never seen a tornado before. A couple of bins blew over, but otherwise it's been okay. I'm gonna go down here. Hopefully no tractors, it's quite narrow up here. I came down here just before Christmas, but from the other way. I rediscovered this little shortcut. I was driving my sister and it was the night before Christmas. It was probably about 8 p.m. We were just going along the road, minding our own business, and out from the pub that we were about to go past stumbled like 5 shirtless men fighting. It just like bundled out into the middle of the road. I had to stop and then they didn't move. They just kept hitting each other. More people came out of the pub and I was just sat there in my car with my sister. I wanted to press my horn and see if maybe that would make them disperse, and my sister was like, no, don't get involved, so backed up and just took the closest exit, which came up here, and this actually turned out to be a really handy little shortcut, so happy with that. It's a bit muddy, but yeah, convenient. There's a lot of flooding at the moment. It's my favourite thing about Somerset is the flooding. It's controlled flooding, so it doesn't matter, it's okay. I think I want this one. We will find out. I'm going to see the level of the water here. It's going to be really, really high, and often the river level will be higher than the road that you're driving on. And actually where my dad lives, the level of the water is higher than half of his house, which takes a bit of getting used to. You can kind of be walking up the stairs and look out the window and the water's right there, but it's cool. Oh, this isn't fun for Pinky, is it? No. Oh my god, slow down. Look at him going for it. He's got his Land Rover, he's got all the confidence in the world. Look at you go. These roads are really, really bumpy. They're a lot bumpier than they look, because I guess of the water, it just makes them do this. They sink. So you really don't want to go fast down these ones. Maybe in a Land Rover it's fine, but not on this. This will bottom out and it'll be awful. There we go. Back on the route. So it's the end of 2023 and I feel like I've had a really amazing year. So I'm very happy and I'm feeling really positive going into 2024. Obviously 2023 I did some stuff that I wasn't expecting to do. It was stuff that I wanted to do. I wanted to go to Norway and I decided 2023 was going to be the year, and then I got halfway through it and I'd been paying for Sparty. I hadn't really been saving very well. Yeah, I was feeling lazy and I thought, I don't know, maybe I will find a guided tour so I don't have to worry about it so much, or maybe I'll just go to Scotland instead and I won't bother. Maybe I'm feeling a bit too nervous. And then I got halfway through the year and I thought, no, I told myself I was going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm just going to book a boat and what happens, happens. And I started hardcore saving. And then I remember booking the boat. I remember the exact moment because I had the holiday approved from work and I was sat on the DFDS Seaways website. I had the booking in front of me and then I did what I always do. I thought, no, I'll do it when I get home. I'll worry about it later. This is too much at the moment. And then a song came on. It was like one of those, it was like metal, but it was kind of empowering metal. And it got into my skin and I was like, no, I always do this. And I booked it and I pressed book and the money came out of my account and I had my tickets. I was like, yes. It was only a crossing into France, but it was a significant step, and I actually did the trip and it was awesome, and I'm so proud of myself, and I'm so happy that I did it because it feels like it's opened so many doors now. I'm not worried about doing that sort of thing again. I know how it is, so I'm so happy that I was able to do that this year. It's such a massive step for me. And now, of course, I'm self-employed. I don't have a job anymore. I can just do what I want within reason, obviously, and I can work really hard on building my business, and that's scary. Right now I have this hideous anxiety. I don't know what the future holds. I don't know if I'm going to be able to afford to do things. I don't know if there's going to be a horrendous emergency, and I haven't got the stable income. Right now I'm going into January and I don't have that many orders booked for artwork, so I don't have enough money, and I'm just kind of hoping, I can't see anything, I'm just kind of hoping that I will have enough money and that the orders will come, because that's it, you know. It's so unknown. There's a big risk, but we'll see what happens. So 2023, big year, sad to see it go, but happy going into 2024. And I love the turn of the year. I very much subscribe to the whole new year, new me attitude. I love making New Year's resolutions. I write everything down. I really like sit down and think about it, and I make an actual list, and then I check that list throughout the year. I do make the effort. So if I decide something's important to me, then I really do pursue it. So I have a long list of goals for 2023, and then tonight I'll probably sit and I'll cross them all off. And then if I wasn't able to cross them off, I'll make a note about why. What is happening here? Are they turning? Are they lost? Like, this is okay. It's very satisfying to cross off resolutions, knowing that you actually did it, and feeling nice and organised enough. I'm very list-based. I need lists to function. If I can't write a list and tick off my little tick boxes, I fall apart. So I have many goals for 2024, and I will tell them to you. My first goal, and I can't remember if I've mentioned it on YouTube before, but I'll start anyway. We are going to go to Iceland. It's happening. We're doing it. And the aim at the moment is to book the boat to Iceland in May. I was looking at boats last night because they all seem to be on offer. I couldn't book one last night, even though I was about to, because my passport is currently being renewed, so I need to wait to get that back. So I've got my new passport number. I don't know if you can book it with your old passport number and then just amend the booking. I might look into that. But at the moment, the plan is to book the first boat that goes in May, because it's half the price of the boats that go in like July, which is when I would ideally want to go. But apparently May is a good time to go to see wildlife, to see puffins. It's nice and quiet. It'll be a little bit cheaper all around. So even though it's going to be a lot colder, it's still going to be fairly safe, and I'm going to save a lot of money. So I'm going to book that boat. I'm going to get Pinky ready, and that's going to happen in May, hopefully. If it doesn't happen in May, I might have to pay a little bit more for the boat to go out in the warmer months, or I'll have to save it until September when it goes back to being cheap again. And it really is like a massive jump in price on the boat. So it's a 3-day boat, and you have to get the boat to Denmark. Wait, you have to get the boat from the top of Denmark. So it's the same place that I got the boat to Norway. So you've got a 2-day ride to the top of Denmark, and then you get a 3-day long boat, and the boats are really expensive. I follow someone who went to Iceland last year, and she took the same boat, and she was showing off this beautiful cabin that she had on this boat. It looked amazing. I assumed that was the case. I assumed when you book the boat you get a nice cabin. No. So for around £500 I'm going to be getting a boat, and you basically sleep in like a little bunk bed in a shared space. There's no windows or anything. You're underneath the car deck. You don't even get bedding. So that's what I will be taking. So that'll be fun. I don't need those things. I don't need a cabin. I will share a dorm for 3 nights. That's okay. It's still probably cozier and more comfortable than camping. So that is what we will be doing. Look at all of that flooding. Isn't that gorgeous? I don't know if you can see it on the GoPro. There's water as far as the eye can see. Anyway, so I'll be booking that. That will be the first big adventure of the year. Obviously before then I've got Dragon Rally. That's happening in February, and then after Iceland, assuming I go in May, I will be taking my 3-wheeled friend, the Can-Am, to Austria for the Grossglockner Challenge, which is an event where lots of Can-Am riders get together and ride up the Grossglockner mountain pass. So that's going to be super fun. I'm riding down there I'll be taking, it's the Can-Am from the last video that I did, the yellow one, but it won't be yellow anymore. We're going to change its colour. I think they've suggested making it pink, but I don't know, it's up to them. So we'll see. I have business related goals for 2024, and the big one, it may not seem big to some, but obviously my business is teeny tiny baby. I want to get e-commerce working on my website, so I can have a shop on my website to sell all of my stickers, and then I can stop using eBay, because eBay takes like a huge cut. When you don't sell much, it takes quite a lot. So if I make a £5 sale and that's £1 for postage, eBay still takes £1 off of me. I'm going to look into that, and I'm going to see if that works out, and also it'll be a little bit more professional than just linking everyone to an eBay shop. So yeah, that's the goal. I've done a little bit of research into that. I think it's expensive, but I don't know, we'll find out. Everything costs money. What else have I got on my list of things to do? Oh, sorry if you guys have seen this road to death, by the way. This is just my route. It's my favourite route. This is like my emotional support journey. It just calms me. We're going to stop at the next service station, take the GoPro off, because I think it's going to be windy on the motorway. It is quite blowy. Anyway, I think my other big goal for 2024, this is probably TMI, this is like super personal, but whatever. I'm going to try and start dating again, but I'm going to put actual effort into it, because this is getting ridiculous now. I've been single for 2.5 years. I think last year I downloaded like all the dating apps and I met people for like little dates, but I'm a nervous wreck. I don't like it. Please don't. Oh no, come on. I just have this like terrible assumption in my head that everybody's awful, and I know when you go on a date you're supposed to just have a good time, and I love the idea of someone buying food for me. Like, I adore that, but I just can't make myself do it. It's really embarrassing, actually. Like, I met up with a couple of people and I was so nervous the whole time. It was not myself at all. It's just like, I'm not enjoying this. This is too much pressure. So I'm just not going to try anymore. I re-downloaded Hinge like a month ago. It's the same people on it over and over again. So then you're just like, oh, I remember him from last time. Hello, how's it going? Are you still single? Yeah, me too. I actually matched with someone just to point that out to him. And then we had some great conversation, and then he started wanting to meet up, and I was like, yeah, you need to chill out a little bit. I need to talk to you for like 2 years before I actually want to meet you, sorry. And then he was like, well, you're not confident enough for me. And I was like, you're absolutely right, bye. It's just not going well, but it would be nice to have a person, you know. So 2024, maybe I'll actually summon the courage to come out of my weird little shell a little bit more and talk to people face to face. That would be nice. I also want to buy a drone. That's more of like a purchase thing, obviously. It's not a New Year's resolution to say that you want to buy a drone, but it's on my list. I keep lists of everything, so I also have a list of things that I want to buy. It just helps, you know. And then the other big one, which is just going to be a lot of work, but I really want to get my YouTube channel to 10,000 subscribers. And I think the only way I can do that is to just try and be consistent and upload as often as I can and do some cool stuff. So that's it. 2024 is going to be a good year. I think all of these things are achievable. Maybe not the dating one, but the other ones, they're achievable. I can do this. So wish me luck. Anyway, we're about to get to the motorway, so I am going to pull into the service station, get Pinky some dinner, ride home, going to have a nice hot bath, and then I'm going to go out to my New Year's party and celebrate enjoying aligned under 2023 and jumping into the unknown that is 2024. I'm so excited. So I'll see you guys in the new year. I hope you have an amazing one. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.